Hey everyone, it's PokeJungle, and today we are going to be looking at the Haunted Pokemon Village. I'm going to be opening up Pansage Creeping Vines Tea Shop, and that is the only one that I've purchased from the 2021 set. But we're also going to be looking at the two houses things that I bought from 2020. So let's get into these three different figures, and I'll open up this one in the box. Fingers crossed that nothing is broken, because both of my figures last year did have something broken on them. So let's take a look. We have now taken the Haunted Village figure out. Immediately, I noticed from last year, they've done something a little bit different. Inside were some soft bits of like foam, and I can see over the Zorua there's also foam. So I think they may have realized and stepped up the packaging here a little bit from last year, but that's not to say there couldn't be something broken here. I'm actually glad that I see the lamp post has not been broken. That was one thing that I saw on this figure and I was a little worried about. Honestly, there was nothing there that like was off in the package. How do I even get this off now? All right, well, there it is. That is the Pansage Tea Shop, which I don't necessarily think looks like the most tea shop-ish thing from the front, but as you can see, like, there is a sign there with Poltergeist and stuff, and of course we have him over there, both of them, and we have Scared Pikachu, almost meme worthy. And all in all, I absolutely adore this figure. I think it's a great addition. Obviously, as a grass fan, I'm definitely of the opinion that the vines are a great kind of Halloween spooky look, and it's actually a lot bigger than the figures I purchased last year. So I'll show a comparison here in a moment, but I just want to give you kind of a 360 around the tea shop and to show you. So there we go. So as you can see, the models there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, I guess we can count 5 Pokemon modeled. Oh, 6. Almost forgot Pumpkaboo. 6 very nice on the outside. And I'll just put this down here real quick and zoom out a little bit so we can see. Oops, out. So this is the Gengars figure from last year. I'll put them both in the frame so you can see. So this is actually a lot lighter than this year's tea shop here. And I feel like the molding, there's just a little bit less going on in the figure as well. And then this one is even smaller. This is the Cofagrigus Crypt, I believe. So that was Gengars House. This is the Cofagrigus Crypt, which of course I like the design and everything, but it is definitely smaller. So each of these retails for $40. I think these were $40 last year. I'll double check. I believe they were. This was definitely $39.99. So I think that this year is a better value and better packaged. So I'm hoping that everyone else who bought a figure this year is also not going to experience anything broken. Let me quickly show you the bonus. You may have seen me pull it away real quick, but this is like the treat bag. It's just kind of a, I don't know, what is this material, but you know, just kind of like a cloth thing on the inside. So it's kind of a coated cloth thing. I guess it's cool if you're really into Halloween. I am into Halloween. I actually was hoping that like it would have like, I don't know, a postcard, something inside. It's just empty. All right, so if you buy something right now from the online Pokemon Center, US, Canadian residents can purchase from the store, you will get a trick-or-treat bag if it is still available, if supplies are still in stock. So let's talk a little bit about, I'll get back to the tea shop in a moment, but let's talk about things breaking. So unfortunately, when Cofagrigus arrived, and also I will apologize if there's any dust on here. I tried to clean it off a little bit, but it's been sitting on my desk for a year, I'll be honest. I have guinea pigs, hamster, and a gerbil, so I'm constantly using paper bedding, and I feel like there's just always dust around. But anyway, I believe one of his arms fell off, so I think I glued one of the arms back on. Actually, it might have been this one. I don't know if you can see. I think it cracked right there. So, you know, was it the worst thing? No, I didn't return it. You know, my husband is very crafty. He had, luckily, glue that was perfect for these kind of resin figures. So that was not the biggest deal, but obviously when you buy something, you don't really want to have it be broken. So that was a little bit disappointing. But the figure itself, I really enjoyed. I love Trevenant. I feel like it doesn't get a lot of merch, and then Cofagrigus as well. So I definitely like this figure a lot. I had also bought the Gengar House, which I felt was kind of like the quintessential haunted house. So I'm not like the biggest Gengar fan, or really a fan of any of these Pokemon. I love Sobble. However, I just thought it looked nice and really gave a Halloween-y, creepy house on the corner vibe. So I thought that would be really cute to have next to the crypt. Unfortunately, what was broken on this is the Murkrow. The Murkrow was actually totally broken off when I took it out of the packaging. So it's really not visible, I don't think, but I did have to glue that back on as well. So that was just an unfortunate thing. The figure itself, I will say that the thing that I don't like about these buildings is the windows. Whereas like these figures look great, these molded, sculpted figures look amazing, I just don't think that these do. I don't think the windows look great. And when you have a building with huge windows like this, it's just not ideal. And I think that unfortunately it just kind of takes you out of the look of it. So my preference really would have been kind of a, I don't know, embossed, is that the right word? You know, like an embossed kind of like paint detail or something that's more like, as you can see, like this window frame on the door, instead of just like a sticker. You know, if you're paying $40 for a figure, it would have just been that extra detail that I would have preferred. So both of those ones are from last year, but let's talk about this year's. This is actually like, I don't know if I could think of a Halloween figure that I would like more. I mean, this just has it for me. You have two grass Pokemon right here, Pumpkaboo and of course Turtwig. Turtwig being one of, if not my favorite starter. And these vines just look amazing. Now, again, I just talked about the windows. The window here is a little bit covered up, and it also has the, you know, like the window frame inside, obviously still a sticker, but kind of disrupting the look of having just like a Pokemon sticker on the side. And then this sticker is also kind of really well hidden behind the molding and doesn't stick out a lot. And then over here, again, I do feel like the window frame area, it just breaks it up and it makes it look more natural to me. You guys can let me know if you agree with that assessment, like compared if you like flip back to the Gengar section. But honestly, I feel like this is a lot more natural. It's bigger than the figures, as I showed you guys. And honestly, I'm really impressed. So it almost makes me wish that I had purchased another figure from this year's set, because the fountain looked kind of cool. So you guys can let me know what you think. But this is definitely a little figure that, oh, one more window in the back. that I felt was really a great collection. And, you know, if they keep on coming out with these year after year, yeah, I would definitely like to make my own little haunted Pokemon village. So let's see if we put them all together. Yeah, I think they look great together. And, you know, obviously for the people that are more artistically inclined, you can make like a great little setup. You know, I know like my grandparents had like a snow village that they would put up of, you know, whatever collectible from Sears or whatever. And they made like a whole little mountainside, you know, vista to put these on. So I could see someone doing the same and, you know, just making like a kind of a diorama with these different locations figured in, which would look super nice. So let me know in the comments if you bought any of these Haunted Pokemon Village figures or if you want to buy them. I know that they are out of stock currently, but I will try to tweet if they come back into stock. So keep your eyes peeled and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. And if you want more Pokemon news, Pokemon merchandise reviews and previews, let me know. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and follow us on social media and at PokeJungle.net. Thank you all.